Oracle channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning listener, then thank you for coming back. So today's reading is for the Pisces full moon, which is on September 2nd. So that is tomorrow for me. And let me just say that before I start this reading, the energy today is very strong. I have pulled an extra crystal just for myself, just to really ground and anchor this in. At this time, there is some major energy moving through my heart chakra, and my right ear is kind of like, almost got like a little bit of a pressure in it, and Spirit just said kind of like you're going up in an airplane. Not like, it's not hurting, it's just I can tell there's some pressurization, something shifting over here in my right ear. So Taurus, this moon feels very powerful for you. Uranus did just go into your sign for a very long time. It was a very big shift. It just moved into your sign for like the next 5 years or so. So that could have been something for you as well. If you have any major Taurus placements in your chart, it can certainly affect you. So I'm going to get started now. We've got the Rider-Waite, just to clarify, but we're actually starting with this beautiful Klimt Tarot. And we're just going to see what this Pisces full moon is bringing for you. What kind of energies are coming in for the sign of Taurus. Okay, Two of Wands. Wants to just start with that. This is a decision. We're just pausing and sitting with it and really looking at it all. It's bringing me to these polka dots in the background. And when I look, okay, that was weird too. When I looked up at the clock right when I was saying that, because I was second guessing if I was recording this for a second. When I looked up, it was 222, and this is a 2 card. So that's a 2222 that just came through for you guys, Taurus. This is a decision. 2 different paths. Okay, it just said 2 different timelines. 2 different timelines of life. And it's also saying at the same time that there's 2 timelines coming together for you guys. So, and then it just gave me this. But it's doing it in a way that's like, how do I explain it? Not so much like the crossroads or like a block across. It's doing it more as in like okay, the whole thing is I have a pyramid in my lap. So it's like if 2 pyramids were on top of each other and touching. Pyramids were believed to be like energy transformer centers, right? Like it was supposed to like bring in energy and transform it. And then it's also supposed to be like the pharaoh goes up the side and ascends to heaven. So it's like the 2 points come together, heaven and earth, meaning exchanging information. Those 2 things happen. That's kind of what this is bringing here. And that's the whole thing, is like the, I was saying this yesterday for somebody else's reading. The distance at the bottom of this card between these wands not touching down here and like not touching the top, it's like they're literally floating. But she is waiting to watch these things touch down. So that's where it's like, this is, I know this isn't a really typical explanation for a 2 of Wands, but it really feels like waiting on a moment of enlightenment, like waiting on a moment of ascension to take place. All of those things, that's what I mean. It's like there are 2 different timelines of your life coming together, and therefore both at some point going to have to split off, and you're going to have to decide like which direction you're going with these things. It just threw that card. And it threw that card because it wanted to say like choose yourself, right? Like that's always the timeline that you should follow, is and it's also saying like it will come to you. It will come to you. Taurus, I really feel like there's some energy here where it's like you're just really, it says somber, like you're just really, really honing in on this and focusing in on this and trying to sort some of this out. Spiritual awakenings are not all rainbows and butterflies and unicorns like people think they are, right? They can be very difficult inner processes for us. But Spirit wants to let you know that you are doing really fabulous, and to remember that. This is a 9 of Pentacles. This is a 9 of Pentacles, and it's usually a Virgo card, but since Taurus, you're an earth sign, I would say you could very much fit the definition of this card as well. It is essentially like, sorry, it's giving me some stuff. It was just mentioning like the painting Whistler's Mother, how she's like sitting alone like that in the chair, and she's got like the, or at least there's a lot of white in the picture, and there's man, it's just bringing me paintings right now. It's bringing me like museums and stuff, like art galleries and things like that. And that's where sorry y'all, Taurus, I was telling you there's some strong energy in the room today. There's some powerful energy here. It's bringing me art museums and things like this. Because like art and like poetry and music and things like that really inspire your life. And so therefore, Spirit is encouraging you to follow the things that really bring you beauty and joy in your life. Like that's what I'm really getting out of this card. Because you naturally radiate that energy anyway. Like that's what this 9 of Pentacles is. It's being very rich within and without. So this could be about definitely some money, having money secured, having the finer things in life, but it's most importantly about this independent figure here. And she's always depicted as a beautiful lady in all decks of the like all decks, 9 of Pentacles, like it's usually a beautiful woman. And so that's the archetype here that it's just presenting, is like this fine lady, this beautiful woman that gets to go to all these art museums and like do all these really beautiful things. And it's as much as a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's as much as a confirmation for some of you guys as it is a message that these are some things that you need at this time. That's the whole thing. Like I was saying, there's something like coming down and coming together, and it's also 2 of Wands. There's distance, there's 2 paths kind of deal. There's 2 things. So there's some coming together and just, there's some stuff in here. And part of your guidance message coming in is to focus on yourself, focus on the things that make you feel like yourself, and focus on the things that make you like want to continue being yourself. Anything that's beautiful and lovely and sweet, anything artistic, just very expressive of your soul, like all that's the stuff. Yeah. Taurus, there is so much emotion in this room right now. Let me just just confirm that, because if you're someone who, I don't know, is scrolling through all the other signs in my readings, like here on YouTube, I think you would understand that my voice is noticeably different for your reading compared to the other ones, just because it is very much trying to hold in a lot of emotion for you guys. There's just kind of this overwhelming feeling, and that's where I feel like this is definitely about, I keep saying, like, it was right there with that pyramid description about everything coming down. Look, and it just brought me back to her, and it's like looking at her dress. That's what I mean. There's even that in there. There's the upwards triangle, and then there's the female triangle that's going down. So that's what I mean. It's like things coming together, things being unlocked, two timelines of life being presented and being pulled together and all that stuff. It really feels like spiritual awakening is what it feels like. And it's so unusual for this Two of Wands, right? Like, like, that's a lot. So then you also have this Lover's card, and that's where I feel like, hang on, it just wants me to sit. Okay. Spirit is just confirming that, like, it's all going to come together type deal. This is kind of a representation. This card today is more of a representation of all the feminine, wow, what a word, feminine, all the feminine and all the masculine energies of your life in all areas, all things, like just the overall, like, energy. And this is within yourself too, right? You're feminine and you're masculine, but most importantly, just those aspects of your life, your feelings and your thoughts, and then what's actually being presented to you in reality. All of those things are eventually coming together. And so it wants you to stay in this vibration, this feeling, this mood as best as possible. It wants you to stay in these moods as much as possible. There has been, and there is a silhouette of a face here in my crystal ball. So this is either talking about a person for you, like something, or this is just an ancestor or a spirit that has, like, dropped in to deliver this message. So it's encouraging you to stay in this kind of energy of just beauty and art and music and love. My right ear is ringing, like, yes, stay in all of this energy. And just stay in this energy. Like, let it all come to you, because it's all coming together. It's all coming together. One thing that's interesting about this reading, Taurus, is it's not really telling you, like, or like the main difference in this reading versus all of my other readings is it's been very, like, I usually have, like, questions and everything to kind of lead into the next card. And, like, this is very much, I'm telling you, the face that I was seeing in here, like, this is very much a message coming to you. Spirit is bringing a lot of stuff to you guys through this reading. And it's because you're at this moment where you're about to experience some things. And so it's like you're just waiting for Spirit to touch down. And this is part of it. And they're just like, stay in the things that make you feel really strong and beautiful and rich on the inside and out. And stay with anything that makes you feel like this, with love, anything that makes you feel good. And it's also just confirmation that these things are all coming together. Let's get one more card out of here. What is, what do we need to do? I guess that's the question. What do we need to do, right? Eight of Cups. This has been around for a while. For sorry, that was what I was going to say. Is it's been around for a while in the sense of like it's been in everybody's sign that I've been reading lately. Almost everyone's gotten this card. So that being said, there is a general overview of reflection and things that we need to consider, kind of like pouring out of the cup, possibly walking away from. This is very much sorting out morals and ethics and things like that. It just said get away, but it said get away as in like a holiday, like she's like off drinking this glass of wine at like a little cafe or something. It was like, and see, here we are back to, man, this deck really opened up for this pile today. Like, really opened up for this pile. Let me just tell you that. Like, this deck just revealed, like, a whole bunch of new stuff to me. Like, of course, these are paintings. This is Gustav Klimt stuff. But, man, like, so many artists are coming through right now. It's showing me, God, I can't remember everyone, but I think it's Sarah who did, like, the pointillist paintings. And it's that painting, like an afternoon at the Le Grand Jetée is the lake, and it's the painting, and there's all the people, and everyone's like at the park, and that's what I mean. It's like, yeah. Taurus. Y'all emotions are like crazy right now. It's talking about a getaway, a holiday for yourself. Treating yourself. Sorry, I'm gonna have to edit some of that silence out. I had to take a minute here for you guys, Taurus. And then it's talking about taking a holiday out for yourself, and then it had me look up at some photographs that I have pinned to my wall, and they're places that I've actually never been, but places I really want to go. And there's something here about travel, about vacation, about treating yourself. It's like, ooh, okay. Spirit is mentioning how in several religions or several spiritual practices, there's often some point in time when people need to like take a little retreat. And the reason why they take a retreat is because they need to just like go up to the top of the mountain and go speak to spirit kind of deal, right? That kind of stuff. Or it's just part of their path. Like you're supposed to just go take a retreat and go do something. Like this person, she's very retreating, right? This person's very retreating. This person's retreating. There is some major spiritual awakening stuff coming through for you guys, Taurus, because, and it wants you, to take a retreat, and it wants you to take this solo, completely by yourself. It only wants one card from this deck, and it wants it right in the center. It doesn't want me to clarify a ton of this stuff for you guys and go into it in the ways that I've gone into other people's readings. This is the message. This is where you're at. These are the energies you need to focus on as you move through this. This is the advice that's coming through, that you should take a retreat and you should go and think about it in a very spiritual way. It's telling me the story about like how the original Reiki master, Master Usui, took his retreat to the top of the mountain to receive his wisdom that became Reiki. It's talking about like Buddha and Muhammad and Jesus and like all of them, and how you go on this journey and you retreat somewhere, and then you know, get to sort yourself out, and possibly, you know, it's all about that spiritual experience and that connection and everything. And then yes, for some of the masters, it's like they really experience something, and it's different for everyone. And that's why, like, you're just at this point in your life. It's like bringing me up to my friends who have done some retreats, like Vision Quest and things like that. There's yeah, that's what it wants for you to do. So let's get one final card. This one's the Rider-Waite, and it is for my clarifiers. And sometimes I say this is my angel deck because it's a very traditional tarot. So because it's traditional, I just say like that's where the angels are going to come through, right? So let's get one final card on this stack. One final message for you guys. That one just popped in my hand. Ace of Cups. Exactly. Exactly. Wow. It just said like, it just gave me Monty Python. Taurus. Your pile. It just gave me Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And that's what I mean. It's like you're very much on this quest at this time for this kind of like Holy Grail thing. And all this is that retreat and that the moment that Spirit's trying to been talking about to you. Like this is like what it's trying to offer you. Sorry, Taurus. Wow. I brought this crystal into my lap just to anchor me, because I could tell before I even started your reading, man, like this energy in here was just like so intense in a very focused kind of way. Like I could just feel it in my head. And it wants me to bring up this crystal over here because my smudges fell down on it earlier. But this is a Labradorite crystal, and I just got it, and it's got a really nice blue flash to it and everything. There it goes. And it's pointing this out to, because this is both a shape and a stone that you might need. And coming back to this card is, like I was just saying, like there's the quest. You need to go on the vision quest kind of deal. You need to go have a retreat for yourself. You need to go commune with Spirit. And as I say this, my right foot, like all of my little, and it's like literally just my toes are like throbbing. That's what I mean. And like once you like kick up dirt, and it said like, and like get out of here, go take a retreat. That's what it wants. And it's not, it just corrected itself. It says that's not what it wants. That's what you need to do, Taurus. That's what you need to do. You need to go have this retreat, because it just said it is time. Spirit is really talking to you guys, Taurus. Like it just said, like, this is no joke. Whew. Y'all can hear it. Y'all can hear it in my voice. Like, this is just the most like emotional and different message that I've ever put out so far on my channel. Like, everything else has been what feels like more, and it's not even just more positive, like plenty of other signs have been having some heavy stuff. You're not the only one. It wants to say that too. Like, you're not the only one at all. But there are, and it wants me to say too, the reason why I am so emotional is partly because I have a Taurus moon, so there are plenty of things here that apply to myself. But also, though, this is kind of just how I work with energies. I was presented this information just not too long ago. It was talking about different types of light workers and empaths and everything, and it was just talking about how some people like really transmute the energy of others. It's part of their kind of like their healing powers, but it's also a little frustrating for me sometimes. Like, I just got lightheaded, like right now as I'm talking about it. That's what I mean. There's big messages coming through for all of us here right now. Transmuting energy is a very powerful healing power, but it can be really frustrating for the empath that's dealing with it and the light worker that's dealing with it, because we end up feeling like everything. And so it's like some of this stuff isn't all mine, right? And Spirit told me that the other day too. It was telling me that I was channeling energies that were not my own. And it was saying that to me as a reminder that, like, to let go of some of the stuff that I experience in my world and life, and as I go through like my gifts and everything, because it's not all my energy. It's other people's, other entities, other energies in general. And so I feel like that message belongs to some of you guys out here too, Taurus, because you might not know that about yourself. And especially if you're an empath and you're dealing with stuff, you might be channeling and transmuting and dealing with energies that are not even yours. And that is why Spirit wants you to take this retreat, because it's trying to teach you stuff about yourself and your gifts, and it's trying to get you away from all of these energies at this time, because it's a lot. Well, Taurus, that's what I got for you guys. It kind of wants to just stop there. I said like, that's enough for today. In my crystal ball, it looks like eyelashes. Like there's eyelashes. That's what I mean. Some little voice just came through like a mom. Some little voice just came through like a mom, and it was like, girl, dry your eyes. Like, don't mess up your makeup. Like, it's okay. Alright, I'm gonna let that go. And I am definitely going to cleanse the space after this message. And if you have watched this message, I recommend you cleanse yourself as well, just to keep the energy clear, keep the messages clear, keep yourself grounded. You definitely need green crystals for your heart chakra. You definitely need black crystals for grounding and brown crystals for grounding, and there's also a lot of red in here, and so I would say root chakra as well. And then it's bringing up that's what I mean. Sorry, I'm keep going. It's bringing me all the colors though too, because that's what it's explaining to you, that this is a Kundalini awakening, that all of your chakras are awakening, all of your gifts and powers are awakening, and it's a lot. It's a lot, Taurus. So this is Labradorite, and it's recommending that as well for you. That's what I've got for you guys though, so I'm gonna let you go, ground yourself, take care of yourself, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.